Hey everybody, and welcome to part 2 of my tutorial series in 3D code for beginners. In the previous video, we got up on the basic startup of 3D code for beginners, how to start up your model, the ambient occlusion, the curvature map. If you didn't get that tutorial, you can check it out right now so you can get started on this second tutorial. But in this tutorial, we'll be going over adding the leather texture as I said in the previous tutorial. So as you know, just to begin from when we start off, I gave my model this this material over here, the whole fabric material, and now we're going to be adding the other materials like the leather and the metal. So as you can see, your model over here looks good. So the cover of the bag needs a darker color for this model. So we're gonna go here on our right hand side. We're gonna go to leather. As you know, 3D code has a lot of PBR materials that they've given to you. I've made some of my own. So I've made this one. I've made a couple of my own materials, and you know where you can get materials or textures if you want to make your own materials leathery. You can check out polygons where I normally get my own. But for today's video, we're going to be using one of my very best and very own that I like a lot. We're going to be using Leather 1. So in this one, I've decreased the roughness. I made it quite not that reflective, but we're going to see how it looks. So it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good for the top. So we're gonna add that. If you want to increase your roughness for your material, all you can do is right click Smart Material Editor, and when it shows up you can see your roughness over here. You can either decrease it by dragging to the left, or you can increase it. So I want mine to be around 70. 70 exactly. Let me just cancel that. Yeah, it's a good way it is. I want mine to be at 70, and I'm gonna click the fill tool. It's good. We're still on our base, the layer base, and we're gonna click on our mesh, so it just adds to it. And okay, let me see, does that look fine? It looks relatively fine, actually. I think I want to increase some of the roughness a little bit, like decrease it, so I can see a little bit of some reflection, Say great, now there's a little bit more reflection, or just a little bit more specular, Then we're going to add the same one here. I don't know if it should be darker. I think it should be darker, but I think it's fine the way it is. We add that. Let me see my other materials and see if I need to use any other material. Check that out. Yeah, I think I like this material more, so I'll use my other leather material. This looks much better. Way better, yeah. So I'm going to use that one. This looks so much better than what I was using before. I don't know what I was using. Yeah, and then, yeah, we're going to use it there. Then on the straps, we're going to also fill it. What is that? Oh. Leather to leather another one, and see how this looks. I like it. So we'll add this one. So here, I don't think you should scale the material or the texture too much, because you don't really see much of how it really looks. But because of the fabric, the reason why I scale is because fabric has a certain way of looking, so just so you can notice it more. So I'm gonna left click on that so you can get that material. Left click on that to Don't have a low one. And then the straps, yep, the straps, the leather straps. See how it looks. They look good, they look quite lighter. So paint that. They look fine. Then like the one behind. Just gonna move a little bit inside a little. And you know, we're gonna paint that. Also gonna paint that. Yep. So that looks really good. Yep, that looks really nice. I like it. So now we're gonna oh yeah, we also have to paint the handles. Handles need to be painted. So the exterior of the handles is the same color. I do not know why I did this in the previous video, but the exterior of the handles is the same color as the bag's basic light brown color. So we go to fabric and click our material that has been made, and then on the outside only, because I separated these parts, I add that. Now let's just zoom in to see if we need to add any more. Okay, this I think we need a scale. So I think the reason, wait, let's scale it. We'll scale it a little bit there. Let me rotate that. Rotate it a little bit. Okay, I think that's good now. If it doesn't work, then that's not really a problem, because okay, it looks fine. Okay, that looks fine. And then on the inside of the straps, you can make that the same color as the darker leather. So I can make that this color. Oh wait, I can make it this color. Yeah, this color looks really good. So that can be that color. And then inside. Now your bag is coming together, and that's a good thing. And then from this point, we should also make that dark. And you could go on the other side, dark. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like it. I really like it. And also the top handle of the bag. So the top has to be that color. And then in between, you see the same color, or underneath, you see the same color as the bag itself also. You know, so you have to be swapping between materials just to get the right color. You know, properly painting. Yeah, so that looks nice. So now, let's see. The bag's coming together, okay. So from this point, we need to paint this strap over here from this side to that side. Now, while we're painting, we wouldn't want to, you know, disturb what's around the bag, because if we were just to paint over it, if I had to click this and just paint over it, you know, for example, if I had to use that, and I had to paint the strap here over it, it's probably going to interfere. This strap here was going to interfere with the painting, so just undo that. Probably going to interfere with it. So the best way to do it is to remove these straps or hide them. So you go to objects, and I know I didn't name my files, but that's a mistake of me. But I can select which ones I want to be visible and which ones I don't want to be visible. So I don't want everything in the scene to be visible while I'm painting that. So I'm going to make everything invisible. So I don't have a problem with that. So after making everything invisible, you just got your basic bag. So you can press the num keys, press numpad 6. This is going to take it to, and press 5 to go to orthographic view. So practically press numpad 6 to go to this side of view. I think this is the back view, and then press 5. Oh, this is the right view actually. Then press 5 to switch between orthographic and perspective. So from there, you zoom in a little bit. Then you can come here and click on the ruler tool. So the ruler tool helps with painting straight lines. So if I want to paint in at a certain points, I can just right click here on my ruler and right click there, there, and there. So I've got, press escape to finish using the ruler. So now I've got, okay, wait. So now I've got points on my ruler where I'm going to be painting. So if you want to edit them again, if you what you do, just come here, just come when it's blue, just move it, and then right click again to drop it, then escape. Now you have your ruler. You can name it if you want to, but yeah. So when you come to other brushes, the ruler doesn't show up. So you have to click it and click on the option show in other tools, and then now it's going to show up. So it's showing, and then now we're going to want to paint. So we come to our paint brushes up here, and since this is quite a square shape or rectangular shape, I'm going to use this quad. And then from there, I'm going to go to my leather section. You know, since it's about autosave, so let's just let it save. Then from there, I click on my other material, see how it looks. Now this is the way, if you want it, because the material on this strap has to match the closure. So yeah, if it looks good, it looks good. Okay, I like it a lot. Perfect. So you move the closure part and press numpad 6. And we're gonna now we're just gonna be painting. So move closer, and then hold left mouse key and drag to decrease a little bit. And then from there, we paint. Oh wait, but here's might cause some problems. So this is painted from here. So it's not really a problem if it's overlapping any other thing, because it's not really a problem. So we stop there, and then we move here to see what's happening. Use it there. Okay, now I don't want to do that, because we don't want to erase any of this because it's on the same layer. So I prefer just doing it clean with hand. Nice. And then now we can switch to this one and just, you know, brush that a little bit there. Let's brush on the other side. That looks good. And now we can remove our ruler. And okay, that looks fine. So when I add others, so now, as you can see, we've painted that part, and it looks really good for the bag. So you can zoom out if you want to see some more, and yeah, that looks really nice. So now we're gonna have to add the metal parts, you know. So we move in, we zoom in. Oh yeah, there's a part missing. There's a part still invisible. Make that visible. So now we're going to be doing the metal, working on the metal. So you can go to plastic also, just for these parts of the, like the pins on the mini bag. You can click on that, and you can add that. You can fill it with the fill tool. Paint, fill it. Looks nice. Fill that. Great, that looks nice. So from this point, we're going to be painting the metals. So then we move to metals, and I wanted my metals to look really shiny and really good. So a way of doing that, I use, as you can see, there's so many metals to use from. You can pick whichever one you want to use. But for my bag, I'm going to be using this metal. Gold. I just, this is initially the gold rough, but I just edited a little bit to make it quite silverish, yellowish. So that's the effect I kind of wanted. And then from here, we're gonna move closer just to see the belt buckle. We're gonna fill that. Great. Fill that. And fill that. Everything over there, just fill it. Fill that, and fill that. Oh wait, no, there's a kind of problem here. Okay, I see the problem. But since it's such a small problem, you don't need to focus on it. So my belt hooks or plugs, whatever, have kind of different edge splitted. But it's not a problem. Okay. They've been filled, and now the bag's starting to look like a bag. You fill that, metal, 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 metal. And zoom out a little bit. Move to the back of the bag. You fill that. Oh yeah, you also have to fill that strap over there. It's not a problem. I'm gonna fill it. Fill both of them. And from there we fill this. And we also fill that. And that looks good enough. I like it a lot. Now from this point we can go back to leather, because I haven't filled some of the parts. I can click on this leather and zoom in and just fill that little man. Just fill that. It's been filled. Move to the side. Fill that. Good. So now our bag almost looks like it's done, like practically almost looks like it's done. So from this point, what we're going to be doing, our bag practically looks really good. It's almost done. So from here, as you can see, the bag has seams, like every bag has. This line over here, as you can see, this line over here goes down, but it's not emphasized. You can't really see it as much. So that's why we're gonna make another layer, and we're gonna call this layer dirt, because the dirt is gonna show and emphasize that part of the bag. So you go to the dirt section, and there's so many dirts you can choose from, but I want to choose, I think, yeah, this one, dirt 2. So in the dirts, I haven't really made my own. You've got the same dirts I have, so that's a really good thing. And then from here, let's see. Okay, I don't see anything in this dirt too. Let's see if I move to the other side and see if I can see it.